Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. It's very nice to meet you. So it has probably been about 4 months or so since I made a video. A very long time. Um, and so I'm here. I'm going to do a little get ready with me, do a little chit chat, get up to speed on things, uh, tell y'all how things have been and just where the channel's going, getting back into groove of things. So I'm going to do my makeup and we're going to talk and I'm going to tell you things all at the same time. So first I'm going to start with the Estee Lauder, the Smoother Primer. It's just a little sample. I haven't used it before, so I'm going to be trying it out. So it has been, like I said, a very good moment since I have been on here, a very long time. Um, so I've just been, busy with work because we do a lawn service, so I'm normally really busy. We work long hours, so tired when I get home, dirty, and I would have to take a shower, before filming videos or wake up early, even earlier and do videos, and then take it off because outside and makeup do not really go well together, especially when you're doing gardening and weed eating. Um, so I've really not, I could have made time per se, but I kind of didn't want to because the time off that I had, I wanted to just kind of chill. Um, so I did have time to do videos. I just kind of didn't. I just wanted to be more work focused and wanted to not be too overwhelmed, even though this isn't a big deal. I mean, it's fun. Um, and then also just make sure that, this is something I want to keep doing. I know I wasn't doing it very long, but still, something that I wanted to keep doing. Um, and I just decided to take a little break. And I think that I do want to keep doing this, but I think I maybe started for the wrong reasons. I wanted to, of course, like express my makeup, my what I like, what I didn't like, but I also, um, hang on one sec, I gotta sharpen my pencil. But I also was wanting. Sorry about the mess back there. We're going to be doing Operation Ghost Michelle Shoebox. If you don't know what that is, that's a very good thing. You can look it up. It's underneath Samaritan's Purse. Franklin Graham and his group had that up. I'm going to be using the Brow Gel Brow Pencil. And they ship boxes. Like you fill it up, it's like shoe boxes. You fill it with like a bunch of stuff. Of course, non-perishable. You don't send food, but like a non-liquid, things like that. And you send that to you take it to a drop-off location, which is normally a church. It's this coming up week actually, the 14th through the 19th, I think, and then they take it to their processing centers, which is just a warehouse, and then we actually are volunteering to go there. We normally do, and you go through the boxes, and then the following year they ship it out. So last year's boxes is going to be sent out this year, and it goes across the world to kids who have never had Christmas before. They don't know what it is, so it's a really good thing. That's what the stuff is back there. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to express my makeup, but also, um, you know, you see people. I always like free stuff, so I see people because I do watch other YouTubers as well. Getting free, PR and things like that. I'm like, oh, that would be so lovely. That would be so fun, and which I do still want that. And I feel like if I grow my channel enough, I will get that. But that doesn't really need to be the reason why I do videos. Which part of me kind of feels like right now maybe it partially still is, but initially, I mean, it just looks like so much fun. Like, you can get paid doing videos, you can uh, just expand and express, teach people new things as well, doing videos. So that's kind of what I think is kind of more of a better reason to do it. I don't know if I'm still 100% like all natural, like just I don't know how to express it, but like I don't know if this was like my initial thing that I ever wanted to do, but now that I've done it, I think it's pretty fun. I just have to allow myself to be more comfortable, which in this video, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I seem maybe a little uptight and things like that. Well, first of all, it's because I have to get a better editor, so I try to do as quick as possible so I don't have to edit, and then, I still do edit, but just so it's not choppy, which I have understood that I kind of just need to, be more natural about it, so that's what I'm starting to do now, just If I have to edit more, it's not really a big deal. So now I'm going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. First let me find my pencil on my brush. What in the world? So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, is figuring out if this is still something I want to do. And if I do it, even though I still look for those perks in doing it, I still need to be more natural, be myself, be more into it. So that is where I'm at as far as that. My channel, okay, so I've kind of been doing a thing. I've been buying a lot of makeup, which is, fine, but it's not, I find it to not be extremely healthy to buy so much makeup, and I've had help with that. I don't need to just buy. I have, like, so much over here. Sorry, and I buy, and I'm not, like, like I was saying, I have a bunch of stuff over here of, like, tubs, and, I mean, it's not, like, a whole entire store over here, but I have a good amount. I know I don't need as much. And plus, if I don't use it, a lot of it will just go to waste if I open it all and try to, like, use it. So, with help, I figured that I do not need to be buying as much. So, I do have new stuff that I haven't used before, but I don't have, like, new launches, and, like, new releases. So, there is, people who will do releases, but I think it's best for me to use what I have. I'm doing no buying makeup for 6 months. So that'll be till April, because I already started a few weeks ago. So until April, I'm not buying any makeup. Now for Christmas, birthday, makeup can be given to me, but I'm not buying it. So, for the remainder of those 6 months on my channel, I'm just going to be using what I have. So we're going to kind of just go through my makeup, and I've already done, like, a declutter a month or so ago, just on my own, just a short little declutter of things that I know I'm not using. Personally, everything I have right now, I'm going to keep, unless I just find something that I just really don't like, it's not working well on me. So for the moment, everything I have, I'm keeping. I'm not really going to be doing any decluttering, but I'm going to kind of just go through, use my stuff, and just talk with y'all, teach y'all new things. So with that being said, my videos may be once a week versus more, just so that I can kind of have some ideas of what to use, because when you have new launches and you do that, it's easy to have a bunch of videos. But so I'm trying to just kind of space it out, figure out what's best. And please, if you have any suggestions or something you don't watch, please put it in the comments down below. That's very, very appreciated if you were to do that. Now I'm going to go in with this, let's see, it's just the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick. I'm just going to use that to clean up underneath my brows. So if you have any suggestions, please make those known. So yeah, from here forward, that's kind of what's going to happen, is I'm just going to make videos, teach y'all new things, and just go from there. I haven't really been doing my makeup as much. I have, but not a whole lot, just because of work and everything, which is fine, no big deal. So kind of just using some of my currents that I've been using recently when I do my makeup, except for the primer at the moment. I have oily skin, and it felt a little oily going on, but now it kind of just feels smooth. It's a little silicone-y, but it feels fine right now, so it's not oily, which is nice, because adding oil or shine on top of natural oil or shine is never that nice. So, yeah, as far as everything else, I mean, I've been recovered for a couple months now, like 100%, like I was before, but, like 100%. So that's great, very good news for me and family. So we've been just on quite the journey about that. We've had a lot of prayers and support, which has been very nice. So now I'm full-time, moving and active, which is with no pain. Occasionally I go to little catch because, you know, I broke my bone and I have rods in there. So occasionally I'll get like a catch, which means I can kind of feel like just a little tug. I don't know. It's hard to explain unless you've experienced it, but other than that, I feel pretty good. Right now, I'm getting ready for my sister's basketball game. They both play for a private school around here, because that's where they go. They go to a Christian private school, so that is where we are off to. So I'm going to be supporting them, and their colors are red, black, and white. So I'm going to be doing a little red. That's why I'm wearing the red shirt and a little red makeup. It's not Christmas, but there's nothing wrong with wearing red makeup. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I have actually been really liking this foundation. It's the Tristique foundation stick in Paradise Island Beige. That's the color I use mine in. Now, this I think is $30, which I got it through Boxy, but I have another one too. And they're refillable, which is really nice, and they do last a good moment, but you do not get a whole lot of product. You don't. Which, most time people have many other foundations anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. But that's also part of the reason why I want to do what I'm doing from here on out, is just using my makeup, because, you know, you can get so much makeup and you don't use it, but then also is you don't want it to go bad and your money be thrown out in the trash can, but also so you can, like, find new favorites, find things that you really like, because when I first started using this, I wasn't really liking it, but now that I've, like, started using it again, I'm like, this is really nice. I mean, it's not, like, probably the best ever, but I think it's really nice. I mean, you do put a good amount on, at least I do, just because I like that really good full coverage effect, but not too much, because this blends out really nicely. It does cover, I'd say it's medium, like it's buildable, I would say. So it's not like full coverage, but I do like the coverage without it being like too much coverage. It's really nice. I think it's pretty fun to use. So that's also why, just so I can like discover the makeup I already have, like rediscover it. So yeah, just filling in. Because the reason why I didn't like this is because it can be a little, like, I don't know if you can see that, it's like a little smeary. Of course the shade is just slightly off on me, but when it blends out, it's not like noticeable. So it's just a little off, but not too bad. But I didn't like it because it was so smeary. I didn't think it set well, but at least compared, like, used with some of the powders and products I've been using recently, it actually works pretty well. So it's a pretty good foundation, especially it's refillable, so it's not like throwaway kind of one-time package use, which I actually like that companies have been coming out with that. It's really nice. And it's always, you know, pretty. Yeah, most packaging is pretty. It's nice to have cute, pretty packaging, but it's also good to reuse and just, I mean, why have something like a whole powder compact and then have to throw it away when you can just refill it? So if any of you have any suggestions, like I know I said of the videos, but like, you know, for real, like makeup ideas, you want something, like if you want to learn how to apply concealer, if you want to learn how to just do a smoky eyeshadow look, put on lashes, things like that, then I'm definitely here to do that and help you out. And then even myself learn some things along the way. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna touch up, and I'm not a huge fan of the primer. Normally I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer, but I'm gonna keep using it just to see. But I don't like the way around my mouth, and it just didn't fill in my pores as much. You know, it did smooth my skin, but it didn't really like fill my pores. So maybe I should like double primer. Okay, next I'm going to go in with concealer. Because it is not the most full coverage concealer, I'm going to use this NYX Bear With Me concealer serum. I like this, but it got a shade a little bit too dark, so it's not really the best under eye unless you want to be a little bit more natural. So I like using it to kind of just touch up where I have a few pimples where I don't want it to be like the bright concealer, like on a random part of my face. So I kind of just use it to spot conceal because it blends, and it's pretty similar to the color that I am using for foundation. Now, it's a little off, but I can kind of just bring it up and use it to add just a tiny bit, oops, add a tiny bit more coverage to the foundation I am already using. But I do want to say it is so nice to be back on here. It has been, like I said, a good moment, and it's fun, you know. It really is fun. So I'm glad to be back here. And like I said, at the moment I'm thinking one video a week, but we'll just have to see, and it may be more. But at the moment, because I don't want to push it, you know, too much. And I also want to do like some lifestyle videos, you know, when it comes to Christmas, do Christmas stuff. Like, you know, just cooking, possibly, just a few things here and there. It doesn't have to be makeup for me. That doesn't have to be what my channel's only about. So I would like to expand beyond and do some stuff. This is the Item Beauty Concealer, which has been like my go-to concealer. It is the Air Hug in shade 110. Kind of use it as my under eye, and oops, got a couple more spots. And I kind of like to go a little right here, just to define. So, yeah, like I was saying, I would like to expand. So, we'll just see where it goes. Because I want this to be fun for me and for y'all, as y'all watch. Because I felt like before, I was just a little uptight. I was like trying to be natural, but I wasn't being natural. I mean, first of all, at the moment, I'm talking to a camera, which I use my phone, but I'm talking to a camera, and then later on people will see. So I'm talking to y'all, but I don't have to be so nervous because it's not like y'all in front of me at the moment, which I'm not good at that, which is why I feel like I was so nervous a lot, and plus I was doing like a performance thing. I don't know why this mirror keeps cutting off. It's supposed to be like chargeable, and I have it plugged in, so I don't know why it's cutting off, but yeah. So I want this to be fun, you know? I don't want it to be like a have to watch, have to make kind of thing. It will just be a fun watch and make deal. Okay, next I'm going to go in with a Tarte, which I have not used this in a long time, so I'm like, let's try this again. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, which I know it's nice, it's just a little bit more natural, that's why I stopped using it as much. But I'm going to kind of do it to where, like, on the higher points, versus, like, putting highlighter up here. I'm going to kind of try this and see if I don't have to use it right there as much. I'm going to just use it on the corners right there, just a tiny bit, because I don't want to make too glowy down there, over there. Just a little to where it adds to the concealer. Just build this up a little bit. And I don't, okay, here's a little besides makeup tip, is I don't, like, wash my face every day, because, at least I did it, which I have recently for the past, like, 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, I'd say 2 weeks. I have been washing my face every day, putting moisturizer on, but I kind of don't like doing it because I've been getting a couple more pimples, and that always happens when I wash my face and put not concealer, and put like moisturizer on. I always tend to get more pimples. It's not like a whole lot, but I always tend to get more. So I normally don't wash my face a whole lot, only maybe a couple times a week. But I know that's not good for my pores and my skin, but it's just like I'm getting pimples. So if y'all have any pimples because of I think maybe. So if y'all have any suggestions, please, I'm open. Tell me. I need a little bit of help with that. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Now, some of these are my go-tos. Like, I literally use this all the time. But I'm going to kind of just step out and use a couple more. Because I heard through a YouTuber named Juicy Jazz, which, if you haven't watched her, she's really good. Go for it. And she said that she sets her under eyes, and then she sets her face, but of course she uses 2 different powders, and then she does a, like a, what do you call it, not loose powder, but I don't know, just another regular, like a compact powder, and she uses that, and it, like, of course it double sets, but she said it looks smoother, and it's like, I guess it's not like more coverage, but it's like a little bit smoother. So I'm gonna try that today. Not right now, of course. I'm gonna do the rest of everything else. I'm gonna try that and see, how well that does work for me. Because that sounded pretty nice, actually. Because I normally kind of just pack on a lot of powder, but if I can just do that and use a little bit less, that will be nice. Oh my god, stop cutting off. So I'm just gonna pat, pat, pat. And now, I'm gonna go into my cream products. And I'm gonna use the ColourPop Too Cool for School Super Shock Cheek. I'm pretty sure this might be a blush, but I'll use it as bronzer. So I'm gonna go with my, I actually don't know where the brush is. I think it's in here. Yeah, my e.l.f. putty brush. And I'm gonna stencil that on the cheeks. Okay, now that that's done, just put a little on, not too much. I mean, it's not like super noticeable, but it's enough to give a little bit of color, a little hold on when you add on the powder. Now I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Drop of a Hat Super Shock Cheek. And this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. It's like pink with like golden undertones. It's actually more peach, but it's really pretty. Kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury. Which one is it? Let me see. I know she's came out with some new ones, and I don't have those. I just have the other one, the Cheek to Chic, which actually broke my inside of repressant. But it kind of reminds me of that because it kind of adds like that extra, like glow, like with your blush, which I think is really nice. So I'm gonna pop that on the cheeks. Just ignore the fact that this thing keeps cutting off. Just a little bit of blush. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my powders, and I did get, before I made the decision that I was not going to get any makeup for 6 months, I did buy this. I bought like a big bundle of stuff from a lady for a really good price, and I got this, which I was so happy about, the Park Ave Princess palette. It has it has like 2 powders, which I use, light powders, which I use for setting powder, a carrot, the Princess Cut, the Angle, and the Crown bronzer, and this one has like shimmer to it, which reminds me kind of my Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder, but a little bit different. I use these 2 for setting powder, so this is really cool, actually. So I'm going to use, I think, which one? Princess Cut or Angle? I'm going to go in with Angle. And then I'm going to bronze up. I do like the bronze look, so first time it may be too much for me. I like it. So yeah, it just gives the perfect amount of coverage. Like, you just need a little bit. And I don't know if, like, you can get like the single. I don't know. I feel like that one might be Princess Cut, I think. But yeah, I like having that whole palette. It's really nice. Now for my cheeks, I'm gonna go in this Hourglass Ambient Ethereal Glow. I've used it a few times, and I do find it to be a little light, so I'm just gonna kind of like keep working with it. That's why I used a little bit intense under, like the ColourPop Intense underneath, so that I could like have a little bit of coverage if it didn't show through as much. But she is glowy for real. It's a light pink, but it does go on top of that really nicely and keeps adding like a glow. It's almost like you could use it as like a as a blush topper. I think it's really pretty. I don't know if you can kind of see it with like that reflectiveness. It's really nice. Nice, okay. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my highlighter. And I have not tried this, but it's the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I don't know which. It's cream to powder formula. I don't really know which like palette it is, but here we go. I'm gonna use the Seychelles right here. I'm going to just put that where I normally would. I think it should work. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Okay, ooh, a little bit more golden than I was expecting, but it's pretty. Let me mix it with a little bit of the Zimbar, which, be right back. Which is the pink. So let's mix this just a little bit so it can kind of balance that golden look just a little. Okay, so, oh my god. I just made that worse, okay. Well. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but that is golden and bronzy. But it's sparkly and pretty. It's nice, I like it. To tone it down just a little, I'll just kind of blend it. Just make it a little bit more of a smoother transition. It's pretty, I like it. That's my first Huda Beauty product I have tried. Okay, next I'm going to add just a touch. I know we're already glowy, but I'm going to add a little bit to the glowiness of the Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. This is number 3 Modern Mercury. I haven't used this in so long, and my goodness, I don't know why. It's so pretty. I really need it a little bit. It's so glowy, so pretty. We are glowing, which I love. Okay, now I'm going to set my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted brow gel in color Granite. I'm just gonna wisp them up there to help set and hold in place. Now, I'm gonna go on to shadow, I think. Well, let me go ahead and set the face, actually. I'm doing a little backwards. Normally I do the eyes if I fully did my face, but it's really not a big deal. For me, I don't do a specific order, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go in with, I haven't used this powder in forever. That's why I want to try it. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent powder. It is forever and ever since I have used this. So we're gonna go for it. But let me use a brush. I don't know what I was trying to do. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think the reason why I use this is because it's like so white. But let me just try it. It's good mattifying. You can see the difference. Camera not so much, but okay, maybe I just went too heavy-handed. I haven't used it in like a year. Because it's not too bad. I mean, still, everything still shows through. It's not like super mattifying. It's not super like everything feels nice. It's not too dry, actually. Now I'm going to do the powder thing that was suggested. And I'm going to go in with the, this is like my only like, pressed powder. Besides the one in the Park Ave Princess. This is the Palladio, I don't know. This is actually a foundation. I don't know the color or anything. It's just a little powder foundation. Well, yeah, pressed powder. I'm going to just go on top of that. It adds a little bit of color, but not too much. Because I'm not going to do a whole lot, just a little. I feel like that looks really nice. It added a little bit of color back to where that Anastasia might have took away a little bit. Huh, nice. Okay, now let's do pressed powder underneath the eye. I'm going to go on the Park Avenue palette and use the Enhance color. Okay, so it feels like teeny tiny bit dry underneath, but not a whole lot. Not too bad. I feel like it did give good coverage. Just an extra locking method, so we'll just see how it wears through the day, but I don't think it's too bad. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the eyes. So I'm going to, like I said, like support my sisters and be in red. So this is like the only red I have actually, but I feel like these colors are so pretty too. Is the Star Wars ColourPop eyeshadow palette, which, okay, so I know on my channel, I said that I was going to make a video using this, and I did, but, and I still have it, but I haven't posted it because I feel like I made myself look like I had a blue eye, a black eye, and I had a little blue and a little red. It just looked like I got punched in the face, so I decided I wasn't going to do it. So I've used it a couple times, but I haven't put that video out there if you're wondering why I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to go in here and I guess you could say this is the video. So I'm going to go in here and first I'm going to prime my lids with this Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Just going to pop a little on the lids and I'll be all primed up. Go in with the color Starfighter and go in my crease. Which I don't know if it still is, but I think it was like last week I saw where this palette was actually in restock. It's a really good palette because I'm pretty sure that like this color Space Pirate and Outer Rim and maybe a couple other of these are actually like they're super shock formula because they're like really squishy but very like they're not like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like not solid. It's like very smooth and silky, like different. It's not like, yeah, so I think it is their super shock shadow formula, which is really cool. I didn't even know that they did that, but I think for like a good moment they've been adding that formula to some of their palettes. I didn't know that, which I got this and I was like, this feels different, and I was like, oh, so that's really cool. So I'm just gonna put that in the crease of both of my lids. Okay, and I'm just using these brushes that I got. There's like no specific number to them. They're called Crown, which is probably, they're not like expensive, but I think they work pretty good. They just don't look that way. Like it's in a bundle I got, so I really don't even know how much they are. Now I'm going to go in with the color Alliance right here, which is a little bit darker than the one I just used up here. And I'm kind of just going to go a little bit and add a little bit of definition with this LaRousse tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to add a little bit more definition to the crease. Okay, just a little bit more definition. Now I'm going to go in with the color Republic. I probably should deepen the crease with that, but I'm going to go in with that and kind of build on the outside. Just to start building in that red. Just going to pack it on. I'm using that same brush because it seems like a really good small packing brush. I'm going to spread it a little bit. I'm going to take and just pack. Start adding that color. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to do like a red and then like some gold on the inside, I think. So you're kind of just going to work on that. Okay, so I'm continuing to blend. Yeah, this color is a bit intense. You can see why I quickly said that. It looked like I was getting a black eye, but it's a really nice color. I think it's more of a pigment, if I'm not mistaken, like versus just a regular eyeshadow. So I'm kind of just blending that. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm gonna pack on. Let me actually swatch this. Yeah, it's more of your bright. So to brighten this up, I'm gonna use the Galactic Empire, which is just like a light red. I'm gonna kind of just use that and take a brush and just pack it on. Okay, now to add a little bit of sparkle, I'm gonna go in the Outer Rim, which is when I was talking about this like a super shock. I'm just gonna add a little sparkle on top. Because it doesn't completely cover the red, but it kind of just blends it to where it's not like a total different red. I feel like this eye looks a little bit better than this eye, so I'm going to have to do a little touching up over here. I'm just going to place it a little bit on top, just to add some sparkle. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, let's see, which one do I want to do? Here's Rebel, which is more clear. Kiss Run. Oh my god, yeah, that one's pigmented. Okay, you want to see a pigment in silver? Here you go. Kiss Run is like, woo! I think the gold is that way too, which is New Hope. It's not as creamy, but it's still a pop. Like, here's the gold, but look at that silver. So I may take that in my inner corner, but I kind of want to bring something. I don't want to be like too much. Let me try this hyperdrive. That one's more iridescent. Okay, I'll go in my inner corner with hyperdrive, and then I'll put Kiss Run in my inner corner. How this iridescence looks. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take this brush and take the Kiss Run. Just dab a little bit. Put that in the inner corner. Woo! Do you see that? Do you see that? That is so pretty. Okay, goodness gracious. Sorry, I have an alarm going off. Put that in the other eye. Oh my goodness gracious, that is so pretty. Wow, like I feel like I can see it. Oh god, that is so pretty. Like, you know, do my eye, I don't know. Anyway, that is so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to waterline with this Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eyeliner in Silky Nude. Okay, now I'm going to smudgy smudge just a little bit underneath. I think I'm going to take, let's see, a little bit of the, just to kind of lighten it up, a little bit of the Republic and a little bit of Alliance, which is like a cool tone brown. And I'll kind of just use that and smoke it out underneath the eye.
Okay, so at this point, I lost some footage, so thank y'all so much for watching, and this look turned out incredible, and I had so much fun doing this with y'all. Thank you for always being there and supporting me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and enjoy your beautiful day. Bye!